Hey guys, it's me. I figured, seeing as how I have this, this little HD camera, I figured I might as well do some short blog style videos to kind of, you know, introduce myself, maybe talk about stuff. I don't know. And for one thing, I wanted to show off my amazing collection of games, which are no longer on the shelf, but sitting right here. Yep, all my games here. Just PlayStation stuff. I used to have some Nintendo stuff. I had like Game Boys, a DS. That was about it. I used to have an N64, but my parents didn't know how to hook it up, so we got rid of it and got a PlayStation for Christmas, and the rest is history. So yeah, we're gonna just go through some of these and talk about my gaming history, starting with the classics. Let's see. Jet Moto 3. I got this one as a birthday present. Yeah, I remember. Trying to think. Yeah, birthday present. This is a good game. It's like you're riding on jet skis. You race through weird looking environments. It's like has these crazy physics. It's classic gaming. You gotta love it. I don't know, it had a lot. I think it had like what? Yeah, 19 stages. It was pretty good. Good music too. Had some Juno Reactor music in there too. Good trance music. Awesome stuff. Yeah, this was fun for a while. Rollcage Stage 2. Yeah, I ordered this one off Amazon because I saw gameplay on it on YouTube and I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to check it out. It's crazy. It's like these little cars that look like toy RC cars. You can like drive them on walls and stuff, but it kind of has a bit of physics to it because you can't just ride on the wall. You have to keep moving, otherwise you'll just fall off. And then it's got some weapons, got extra little challenge missions. Just has a terrible focus. You can't focus on this thing. It's terrible. Whatever. And yeah, it's fun. I think it's like what, $10? Yeah, I got for $10. But it's weird because I actually downloaded the PC version for free just to see how it would work. I don't know why I ended up buying it anyway, but it's worth the money. It's fun. It's crazy. It gets pretty fast too. Like in the higher class races, you go pretty fast. Like almost like a wipeout speeds almost. How we got here? Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. I'd say this was probably the hardest one in the Crash trilogy, mostly because the secret levels in this game are hidden in the most ridiculous places that you've ever seen. Like there's one where you have to like jump into a bottomless pit. There's one where you would have to jump on fake nitro crates, and there's one hidden behind a fake wall. Hidden behind a wall behind a bunch of nitro crates. Just weird stuff, weird placement of hidden levels. But it's cool. I like the variety of stuff. It's very crazy. Had the jetpack, that was cool. Had the easiest final boss ever. Like seriously, in the end when you fight Cortex, you just have to stay down low and just keep going, and when you get close you just spin them. You don't have to dodge anything. That's it. It's so easy. But getting all the gems was pretty tough. This was a good game. I like it. Next we got A Bug's Life. Oh my god, this game right here, you guys. This is like, it's sort of a puzzle platformer. You know, you would have to use different colored seeds to make plants and use them as weapons or use them as platforms, and kind of had to think. It was pretty fun to get 100% in this game, though. It was pretty fun. And then you would unlock clips from the movie. That's what I did. You just unlock movie clips and stuff. Also, I'd probably say this game has like the best soundtrack of any licensed movie game ever. Like, they didn't even use music from the actual movie. It's all original music, and it's really good. This was a Christmas present, I think. Christmas of 90. What year was this made? 98? 98? Yeah, Christmas of 98. Good game. Good game. Back when Disney games were good. Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Which is appropriate because it was released in the Year of the Dragon. And it is the Year of the Dragon right now. So it's pretty appropriate that I'm looking at this right now. Yep, third game in the trilogy. Had different playable characters. It was good. I don't know, something about it that just felt kind of boring at times. I think it was the level design. Yeah, I think the level design overall was kind of meh. Like, I usually think, you know, the first one had the best music, the second one had the best overall gameplay. Well, no, this one had the best gameplay. The second had the best, I guess, it was overall a good game, you know. It's good. I don't know, it's good. It's a good game. Insomniac makes good stuff. Colony Wars. I got this from a play and trade. I just bought it, you know, on a whim. It's a space shooter. They don't make stuff like this anymore. This is a really good game. Like, you just do a whole bunch of different missions where you have to either protect ships, destroy stuff, you know how it is, escort missions and all that. And this game, it has the best, like, what do you call it? Like, anti-friendly fire thing ever. If you shoot your allies too much, they will turn on you, they will attack you, and if they don't kill you, your ship will automatically self-destruct, and then you will be exiled to a desert planet, and then you get a game over. You can't beat that. Also, it has James Earl Jones as a narrator. That's right, Darth Vader is a narrator of the story in the game. I still haven't beat this game. I should finish it. Okay. Oh. Whoa, Metal Gear Solid. Tactical espionage action. Yep, the original. Yep, stealth game. What's there to say about this game that hasn't already been said? It's a good game. The stuff wasn't as, you know, as complex as it was in the sequels, but it still holds up. You know, enemies can see your footprints, they can hear stuff. Back in the day, that was so crazy! You know, I got this at GameStop. I think this was the last game I bought from GameStop when they were still selling PS1 games. I think this was the last thing I bought from them. And I remember when I bought this, I had to go back to the store because they only gave me one disc. Because they were a bunch of idiots who thought, oh, the game is on both sides of the disc. It's a double-sided disc. I'm like, what are you retarded? Games don't do that yet. They should, though. That would be kind of cool. Yep, Metal Gear Solid. Just gotta keep this sack nice and straight so it doesn't fall over. Okay, next we got Final Fantasy VIII. Ooh boy, this game. I have not beaten it. I'm only on the second disc. I've had it for a while now. I should really get back to finishing it. You know, people are always comparing this to Final Fantasy VII, and you know, I don't want to get caught up in all that arguments and all the fan bases and all that stuff, but I don't want to compare Final Fantasies because they're too different. You can't really compare them because they're not, you know, sequels. They're all just different games. And from what I've played so far, anyone who says that Cloud is emo has not met Squall. This person is a train wreck waiting to happen. This guy, you know, at least Cloud likes his friends. Cloud just doesn't give a fuck. He hates everything. He's such a, oh, why am I got to do this? I hate my life, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's still a good game, though. I love the game. There's that whole thing about where, like, enemies gain levels as you do, so there's, like, no point in grinding or something like that. I don't know. 4 discs, man. That's a long game. What were you thinking? That's a long game. Oh, I'll get back to this soon enough. Oh boy. Cool Borders 4. Well, before we had SSX, we had Cool Borders. This was all we had. Oh man, this was back when Shaun White was still a kid. Oh man, hold on. I think his picture's like in here somewhere in the manual. Where is he? Where is he? Darren Single. Oh, there he is, Shaun White back in the day, before he, like, became the next big thing in snowboarding. He's like, what? Birthday 86, so he was like, what? 10, 13 when this came out? That's old school right there. This is a terrible game. I hate this game. I loved it as a kid, but looking back at it, it was horrible. Man, it had invisible walls everywhere. Had to do these crazy trick master things where you had to do the trick they told you to do, otherwise you would fail the mission. It was okay for its time, but thankfully, it's died out. So, good riddance to bad rubbish. Okay, next we got Nuclear Strike. This is a good game. I bought this at Play and Trade along with Soviet Strike. I'll get to that later. But it's like a helicopter flight sim. Not flight sim. It's like an arcade flight helicopter thing. You just get a whole bunch of weapons. You just destroy everything. It's like Ratchet and Clank, except with more helicopters. And more explosions. And bad graphics. And like horrible pre-rendered cutscenes with live-action FMVs and all that stuff. This is good. I like this game. I should finish it. I have a tendency to not finish a lot of games. I am lazy. Just trying to build a collection of games I want to have. And Soviet Strike is pretty much the same game, because this is the sequel. This is the original game in the series. It's more or less the same, except the one thing that makes Nuclear Strike way better is the waypoint system. This game has no waypoint system. You have to look at the map to actually figure out where you gotta go. It's kind of annoying, but it's still a good game overall. It's the same thing. Whoa, animated violence. Realistic violence? That's so violent. It's in the kids' game. Here's a good one. The Legend of Dragoon. This needs a remake. Like, now. Oh my god, this is just one of those games you have to play. Funny thing, I borrowed this game from a friend in high school, and now keep in mind, I borrowed the game from him. He never asked for it back, so it's mine now, but, I mean, I don't want to say I stole it because he, I'm not sure if he gave it to me, but whatever. This is a good game. I think the best thing about it was the addition system where you have to hit buttons in a quick time event kind of thing to do attacks during the battles. It's good. I should finish this too. I don't finish a lot of my games. I'm sorry. It's a problem I have. Oh, here we go. Yep, the classic Final Fantasy VII. Haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love. Quite possibly the best game ever made. I wouldn't say the best, but it is a good one, I mean, you've all heard the stories about the game. You already know what to expect. It's Final Fantasy VII. It was a game that, the first 3D Final Fantasy, it's a good game. It does have its, down moments, boring sections, but, like, it doesn't really pick up until the second disc. That's when it gets good. That's when it gets really crazy. But, it's not as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, sure, Cloud is kind of emotional, but he has a good excuse, okay? He has reasons for being emo, okay? Cut him some slack for crap's sake. Here's a good one. Front Mission 3. Yep, turn-based combat with giant robots called Wanzers. Like a German or something? You know too much. It's a turn-based strategy RPG. It is a very long game, very challenging, very tough. I should finish this one too. But it's a very long game. Over 150 hours of gameplay. Wait, can I zoom in on this? Wait, zoom in. 150. Oh, the focus. There's no focus on this thing. It's terrible. Whatever. Yeah, I used to own Front Mission 4 on the PS2, but I kind of got bored of it because, for one thing, it's like they have voice acting half of the time, but sometimes they don't. And then also, it was way too gray. It's like gray and brown and kind of green, like pale poop green color, you know? I hate games with bad color palettes. I hate it. But this is a good game. What they need to do is they need to localize Front Mission 5 and then put it in HD. Get on that, Square Enix. I mean, Squaresoft. Crash Bandicoot Warped. Complete with the crazy holographic cover. I had to order another copy of this one because I have an old one over there, but it's broken. Like, I'll show you. It's kind of embarrassing, but when I was a kid, I had this game, and back when I had the old PlayStation, I kind of broke it. Well, my parents broke it by accident, and I was trying to get this game to work, but I couldn't get it to work, so I got angry, and I threw it at a wall, and, yeah, there's a chunk of it missing from the disc. I know that was a stupid thing to do, I know, because like I took a bite out of it. Just took a bite right out of it. It's amazing. So, yeah, that one's broken, but now I have a proper working copy of the game now, so that's not an issue anymore. Definitely the best of the Crash trilogy. Like, it's just such a good classic platformer. They need to make more of these nowadays. It's just, you can't... I'm not a fan of, you know, the whole parkour influence automatic platforming thing they do nowadays, where you just hold down a button, the wall run, and then just jump on top of walls. You know what? Screw that. Crash had a double jump. You could jump twice in the air. He had a bazooka that shoots fruit at people. You can't beat that. And he could fly a plane all by himself. No license. This ain't Final Fantasy 12. You don't need no license to fly a plane. Fly it yourself. This game is awesome. Next we got, the first Jet Moto. This was also a birthday present. I remember I got this along with a controller that had a turbo function on it. You know, one of those crazy controllers. Compared to the sequels, it's not as good. It's very... I don't know, I have to do a gameplay video for this one. But, gut-wrenching 3D tracks. Race muddy swamps, icy downhills, and choppy seas. Whoa. It's alright. Had good music, too. You know how back in the day when, some PS1 games would have the actual soundtrack right on the disc, and when you put it in a CD player, it would actually play the music for you? This is one of those games. And speaking of which, this one also has music on the disc. I just bought this game recently. Into a Nitrous Oxide. You're a little ship thing. You go through a tunnel and you shoot bugs. That's pretty much all you do. It's so trippy. Oh man, you guys have to look gameplay of that game on YouTube. It looks so trippy. This is the reason why games have those, you know, if you have a history of epilepsy, don't play this game warning, you know? And of course, soundtrack by the Crystal Method. Good music. Because I pretty much ripped the soundtrack from the game and put it on my iPod. So I basically have an entire Crystal Method album on my iPod right now. Free music. Hey. Oh man. Lego Racers. Oh, this was back when I was a Lego maniac back in the day when I was a kid. I think this was a Christmas present, I think. Christmas of the year it came out. What was it? 1999. This was a good game for its time. You know, you could build your own car out of Legos. You race across worlds based on, you know, different Lego themes, like the pirate world, the space station, the Robin Hood thing. It was pretty cool. I get, you know, now they make so many Lego games today. Like they got the Lego Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Batman, all that good stuff. Pirates of the Caribbean. So, you know, Lego's still popular even today. So that's good. That's good. They should keep doing that. Gotta keep this stack nice and straight so it doesn't fall over. Of course, The greatest game ever made. My favorite game of all time. Ape Escape. This is the equivalent. No, this is a PlayStation equivalent of a proper Wii game. This is the game that made you use the DualShock controller. It made you use both analog sticks. And I don't care what people say, this is probably the most innovative control scheme I've ever seen in any game. Where you would use the right analog stick to control the gadgets that you use to fight enemies, capture the monkeys, and then, you know, do platforming stuff, shoot things. It's so creative. It's so unique. I love it. I really do. Man, still my favorite to this day. Like, I saw this on the commercials on Toonami where they would, like, have the, we're giving away 100 PlayStations and 500 copies of Ape Escape. And I would call that toll-free number and it would just be like, sorry, you didn't win. Try again next time. It's like, well, shoot. But I love this game. This is just, I love it so much. It's so good. This is just a good platforming game. If you have a PlayStation, get this game. If you don't have it, I will buy it for you, because you need to have it. You need to have this game. Buy it now. And here's a good one. Einhander. I bought this on a whim because I saw it in a video rental store for 15 bucks. Now, there's no back to the case because it's like a, you know, crappy used copy, but basically it's a shoot 'em up. It's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up from Squaresoft. Yep, before Square Enix. It's got like, what, 7 levels. It's a good game. I don't know why they haven't made this game again, or a sequel. This game needs a sequel, though, or a remake. Good music, good levels, good weapons, too. This is a good game. I missed this game. I should play it sometime. Let me do a playthrough or commentary on it. Crash Team Racing. No comment. I don't know what to say about this. I haven't played this in a while. I don't know what to say about this game. It's a good game. You know, people say it's a rip-off of Mario Kart, but I don't care. You know what? At least this game had polygons and not pixelated Mario sprites. Yeah, beat that in 64. What do you got to say now? Yep, you play as all the characters from the games. Got like what? 25 tracks? 25 tracks? Seriously? It had that many? Well, then it did have the battle tracks, the battle areas, arenas. Those were cool. It was a good game. Yep, Naughty Dog. Y'all make some crazy stuff, but I love you for it. It's good. It's good. Omega Boost. Believe it or not, this was made by Polyphony Digital, or Polyphony, whatever. It's the same guys that made Gran Turismo. Yeah, Gran Turismo and then Robots for some reason. It's a full 360 flight. It's like Zone of the Enders, except bad. It's got this crazy storyline about the world's first computer, ENIAC, has gone crazy and now it's trying to destroy humanity by traveling through time. Use the Omega Boost to go back in time and stop ENIAC from destroying the world. It's like, what the heck? I don't even understand. It's okay. It's kind of outdated. It's still good. Had pretty good music in it, too. Omega Boost. Don't play it. It's not worth it. And last but not least, well, not last, but because I got more. Kruk, Legend of the Gobos. This is... It's kind of love it or hate it. I love it because it's just such a good collecting stuff kind of platformer. I hate it because of the semi-tank controls. It's like You can move all around and stuff, but if you want to do a turn, you have to stop, turn to the side, and then move. You know, I hate that kind of thing. I hate tank controls. That's why I hate Resident Evil. Resident Evil sucks, man. Freaking tank controls. People are not tanks, therefore they should not control as such. But back to Kruk. This is a good game. I like it. It's very cute looking. It's very happy-go-lucky. Yep. Now, I also have some games that I don't have cases for. I keep them inside this little, that little zip-up thing over there. But I'll get to that later. So, yeah, this is my PS1 collection. So, thanks for watching. I'll get back to more stuff later. So, until next time, see ya.